Push the weight enough flex. Flex alive is more than the 6. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You ain't run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Yeah, buddy. Oh, I got a lot to say. Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Salute to everybody on Rumble. You already know what we finna do in about 30 minutes. Come on in, smash the like button, like the video, share the video. We are our own algorithm. Let's not leave it up to Miguel and his pillow-biting self to do anything for us. And we'll be going over the Rumble in about 30 minutes. Link is pinned. Let's do this roll call real quick because I got a lot to say. Adewale, salute. Real Spill, salute. Joe, what's going on? Mac of the South, my brother. You're everywhere. Rumble everywhere. Dion next up. Prince Savage. Rod Neal, my brother. Skinny Too Litty. Chill Town. Derek Gaines. Hey, bro. I called your phone. You good? Good to see my brother Derek Gaines, man. Salute, man. Prime Sniper. My brother iRock in the building. Coach Hudson in the building. Salute. Legendary. What up? Captain America in the building. Clay King. Dill Spoolie. Salute. Light Eyes. Salute. Let's get to this immediately. Adrian Vance. Salute. Let's get to this immediately. I watched it today in its entirety. I watched it. Look, let me say this. I'm not here to defend Shannon Sharp. I'm not. I'm just not. Shakur made some points, and so did Shannon. Where Shannon fell short is that he doesn't know enough about boxing to debate Shakur. Let me ask y'all a question. If that was me in Shannon Sharp's space, do you think Shakur would have did that? And I'm talking about, listen, let me just make this clear. That little crap match they had with each other, talking about I'll beat you up or whatever, I'm ignoring that. I've dealt with that before with these YNs. Yo, I'll do this, I'll do that. You know what my response is? Come do it. And they're flinching from literally 30 feet away. Flinching. You ain't gonna do anything. Go upstairs, get your braids retwisted or shave that shit off your head. Hug your mom. Straighten out your teeth, brush your teeth, get a job, stop smoking weed all day. Where do you get money for weed if you're not working? Okay. You're giving top in a staircase. You think I don't know? You YNs? So I don't get into that with YNs. I don't get into that. And Shannon Sharp, he got caught up in a moment. You know, it was funny. But when I first saw that they had an argument, I saw it on Instagram and they kept replaying that clip. And what do you think I saw in the comments section? Oh, Shakur beat up Unc. Oh, Uncle beat up Shakur. I'm like, I can't. So Shannon got caught up in a moment. I know he understands that now. He got caught. He was a little pissed off with him. And plus Shakur, you know, this is what the YNs do. Once they get under your skin, they start laughing and joking like everything's a game. You know, there was something so simple. If Shannon was educated enough, if he was educated enough, he could have snatched Shakur's food and broke the plate over his head. You know how you shut Shakur down? With logic. Oh, you want to fight me, Shakur? You want to beat up Unc? I'm a senior citizen. You want to beat me up? Don't think you can, but whatever. But how about this? Why don't you beat someone your age and around your size like Devin Haney or Tank Davis? Forget about fighting me. I'm a football player. I changed the game at my position. You're not changing anything. I'll change your diapers. You soil yourself every time someone mentions Devin Haney. Why don't you fight him, man? What is this 144 about? That's how you Uno reverse him. And all that laughing and he went just like this. Oh, you a Devin Haney D-Rider. Yeah. That's how you deal with him. Throw some names at him. Why aren't you fighting Tank? Stop beefing with me. Cut it out, little boy. Be a man. What's this 144 crap with Devin? Oh, you don't want to talk about that? He's too big? Or I'm stupid, I don't know about weight bullying? All right, fine. What happened when all of you were at 135 and before he went to 140, he offered you a fight for all the marbles? Your first time on pay-per-view, your highest payday, and a shot at 4 belts. You said the money wasn't right. Okay, the money wasn't right. Devin went to Australia 2 times, once to win Undisputed without half his camp there. The second time to defend Undisputed, and he did it on B-side money. Now, question, why is it that Devin could do that, but you trying to make Devin do all of this stuff, and Devin got the better resume than you? Your thoughts, Shakur? And all that smiling would have stopped. Because all you got to do is say that and let him cook. Let him defend that. Because you know why? You can't defend it. Drop your belt so I could fight you? So what's the fuss? And let me say this. Another reason why I'm not defending Shannon Sharp is because he doesn't know enough about boxing. He was one of those guys talking about how he can't unsee a left hook. He's one of those guys. And when I heard him say it, I said, you know what? The fuck does he know about boxing? Look, he's a popular guy. He's a hell of a ball player. Shannon Sharp was that dude. And he's in phenomenal shape. He's in the limelight. He hot right now. And I salute him. But when he said that Ryan Garcia-ish about I can't unsee, I'm like, well, he doesn't know. I paid it no mind because he doesn't know enough. So in that aspect, Shakur was right. And to be very frank, Shakur wasn't calling him ignorant. He was saying he was ignorant to the sport. And Shakur was right. He was right. Watch this. Would I go on Shannon Sharp's show and go head-to-head with him about the NFL and how the inner workings of the business works? Why would I do that to him? When he's played the game, he's a Hall of Famer. Why would I do that? I know some things, but that's Shannon Sharp. What do I have to say to him that he don't know? See how that works? Ocho Cinco, same thing. Why would I do that? So there are some things that a lot of things that Shakur knows that he doesn't know. But Shannon did not arm himself properly to have a conversation with Shakur. Shakur could get put in a blender right now with everything he's doing. He can get put in a blender. It is so easy with just questions. You don't have to attack him. Just ask him basic questions. And then those questions get under Shakur's skin and he starts attacking people. You seen him do it to media personnel. When they mentioned Devin, I watch the videos on YouTube somewhere. They mentioned Devin, he starts calling them dick riders. Huh? Wait a minute, what you so insecure about, man? I'm just saying, how do you know that person's not a fan of you and thinks that you'll run circles around them? They just wanted to see you do it. But now weight is a problem. But what's the fuss really about? Now, I'm about to give the mic to the real Unc, Stormy B-Man. And if y'all missed him cooking, Lord have mercy. We're about to tell you what the problem is. And a lot of this, because it went over my head for a second, because I'm annoyed at the moment, but there's certain things that I didn't even think about. And iron sharpens iron. I don't know everything. You hear me say the term educate me a lot. If there's something I don't know, I don't front like I know it. Stormy said something on his show, and he said something to me over the phone that I said, oh, shit. I didn't even think of that. What if I told you that Shakur, if he has everything his way, he about to hold up the whole division? But watch this. Which division is he fighting in? Go! Stormy, floor is yours.
Salute, man. Salute to the chat. What's happening? What's happening? Glad to be here this evening. What I like to do is I don't mind, chiming in and repeating what I was able to do yesterday. If you guys missed my live from yesterday, because I'm only really doing pop-ups right now, as it is what it is, but it's worth checking out because we did cook on the girlfriends who are running interference in boxing. Stevenson, Davis, and Hitchens. And I made certain to touch on that in detail. Drew, where would you like me to start here? So I'll be on the same wavelength of where you want to carry.
What caught my ear was when I say this kid blindly following him. And it's okay to be a fan of whoever you want to be a fan of. But I like to do things within reason. So where I would like for you to start is when you told me, man, this kid is effing off about 12 different fights. And my antennas went up. Like, I didn't even think of that. Reiterate that point and explain it. Because I just said it. And I know there's a lot of people like counting. What? There's 12 fighters? No. Just explain exactly what you meant by that.
Okay, and hold on one quick second. I'm going to share something with you right here real quick to help the discussion along. Because, and shout out to our brother BFTB once again, who helped with this. Deja vu.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway.
Lord have mercy.
Between the 40s numbskulls here, we have approximately 12 fights that you are not going to see, ranging between 135 and 147. Also, 3 title belts that one, I think now has been given up. That was the IBF by Hitchens. But Tank, we were told, is the WBA in recess. And Shakur has the WBO at 140. Now, that's 3 title belts. However, because they're not going to fight each other, 12 calendar fights have been removed from consideration because these guys, these girlfriends who sleep head to toe,
they said that, not us. They said that.
Their sexual relationships are more important than their professional relationships. Now, where did we get the number 12 from? If Keyshawn were to fight Shakur, Hitchens, and Tank, how many fights is that?
That's 3.
If Shakur was to fight Keyshawn, Hitchens, and Tank, how many fights is that?
That's 3. So we had 6.
If Hitchens were to fight Tank, Shakur, and Keyshawn, how many fights is that?
That's 3. We had 9.
Now, if Tank were to grow a pair and stop looking down low at bantamweight at Bam Rodriguez and fight these 3 guys, how many fights is that?
12 in total. Son of a bitch. You see, I didn't even think of that. Now, y'all heard that, right? Do you understand right now? Now, watch this, y'all. Did Stormy even mention Devin Haney? Devin ain't got nothing to do with this. It's these motherfuckers. He didn't even mention Gary Anton Russell. These guys could pull a Regan down right now. Y'all know what I'm saying? Do y'all know what I mean when I said that? Quick fact. Once upon a time, there was a guy named Leo Santa Cruz. There was a guy named Adam Morris. And there were 2 Brits, Frampton and Quigg. Those guys fought each other and froze out Guillermo Rigondeaux. You know who gave Guillermo Rigondeaux a shot at superstardom? Our brother Nonito Donaire. That's what happened. Nonito had to step up and take care of the work that 4 mofos refused to do. And they're all on record saying, I'm not fighting them, you fight them. I'm not fighting them, you fight them. I'm not fighting them, you. I'm sorry, my bad. I said Devin Haney.
Shining star for you to see what your life can truly be.
Fall Snipe, he said, did you say Devin Haney? Oh, my bad. CT, my bad, y'all. Every time we mention that brother's name, since he's the face of boxing, I got to
Shining star for you to see what your life can truly be.
They did it to, listen, we've been here before. They did that to Guillermo Rigondeaux. Look, I know it's over a decade, I know, but that happened. What I'm telling you is, what Stormy just said, these guys could run a gauntlet on their own. They could have their own tournament right here and freeze Devin out. It don't matter. Devin's at 147 anyway, right? So why aren't these clowns fighting each other? You know what we used to say on our block? How could they fight when they effing? Uh-oh. Watch out. Everything about John says, what you think about Tiger? I don't think about him. Salute. Enoch, salute. So those are the 12 fights. These 4 girlfriends, and I am insanely distracted by Tank on the far right. That is hilarious.
Dude,
Bro.
the thing about it is this. Most of them aren't fighting but twice a year anyway.
Correct.
So you're talking about the possibility of at least 6 to 8 fights.
Right.
In a calendar year. But if they're not going to fight each other, you're putting a freeze on the sport of boxing where there's just no movement. There are doors that are closed. Now what you're doing is you're opening up a window.
Yep.
Because the kitchen has gotten so hot, but you're opening up a window for them to try to bring in lesser fighters because you don't want to compromise or jeopardize your position.
Right.
You're doing the man's work for him.
Mm-hmm.
There's no legacy in this. Yesterday, I also talked about Stevenson being a fighter that he's a how many division champ now?
You said Stevenson? What?
Yeah.
3? 3? Is it 3? With 26, 30, and don't he got Devin's old belt at 35?
He's no, because he went to 140 after 135.
All right, what he went up there? To be honest, this kid frustrates me so much. When fighters piss me off, I stop paying attention to what kind of brass they pick up.
Okay. This is the part where we'll revisit what I said yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
He won one title, the WBO super featherweight title that he won for Jamel Herring.
Yes.
That was in October of 2021.
Right.
The next two divisions where he won titles, 135 and 140, he won vacant titles.
Say that again.
Email.
Okay, there you go.
Meaning someone gave the belts up.
Yep.
135 was given up by Devin Haney. $140 was given up by who? Who was the WBO titleist at 140?
Hold me down, Stormy. I'll take this.
I'll help you guys out. At 140, Keyshawn was the WBO titleist. But he lost the belt. When he lost the belt, Abdullah Mason fought for the belt. So Abdullah has the WBO now. But Shakur at 140 has the WBC. Well, at least he had it at lightweight when he fought William Zepeda. Dude, this is ridiculous what you're watching with these guys. They're playing musical chairs with the titles and the positions. It's happening too much. Salute to BFTB. Hey, BF, your meme that you designed for me, brother, is making the rounds. As you can see, we're still cooking on this. We're still cooking on it, brother. Shakur does not want to face opposition where he's not going in a 90-10, 80-20 scenario. Anything that's 55-45, 60-40, 50-50, he ain't interested in that. Which is why you continue to hear him speak about how good he is and how he's looking to fight the best of whatever. But if you don't even want to take on El Rayo, who just knocked out De Los Santos in a rematch that they had where he was stopped originally by De Los Santos, a fighter that you went 12 rounds with, Shakur, but wouldn't rematch. Something smells awfully fishy here, right? Something really, really stinks. And when you factor in Davis, Keyshawn, Davis, Javante, and the way that they've been moving, the movement and flow in the sport of boxing at the championship level seems to slow down. There's no flow there. At super lightweight, the titleist of the major bodies, Hitchens has the IBF. Dalton Smith has the WBC. Arnold Barboza Jr. has the WBO interim. And Shakur has the WBO world title. And I believe this Abdullah who has the WBA. I think I said WBO with him earlier. But this is the thing. Stevenson is not interested in fighting any of the other titleists in the division. He's not interested in fighting Oshaki. He's not interested in fighting anyone that can present a challenge. We even heard them mention Gary Anton. He's turned that down. When is the guy gonna step up and face quality opposition where you could look at it and say, hey man, I'm not sure if Shakur got this one? When is he gonna step up? Salute to the fam that's coming into the building. Snoopy Mac, Hendall, Curtis Robinson, BFTB, Main Biker. Salute to you guys coming in. Drew is on the phone call right now, but we here.
My bad. That was an important call. I had to take that. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But these four faces are they're preventing you, the supporters, from seeing some good boxing because all these kids are talented, right? Now again, Devin had nothing to do with this. Devin had nothing to do with this. You notice Gary Anton even had nothing to do with this. It's these niggas right here. You know what they need to do? You remember in the 90s, everyone had a party line? Remember the old party lines?
Yeah.
Right here. 1-800 chicks with dicks. That's these motherfuckers right here. That's who that is. Hold on. Screw these guys. Because they screw guys. Now you see, Shannon is not equipped to approach this topic because it's simple for us, and that's why he found himself in a shit match with a kid. You know, Stormy, you may have mentioned it when I was on the phone, but when did Shakur say he was retiring? What was his age? Did he say he was going to retire?
He said he doesn't want to fight past 33.
Past 33? How old is he now? 29?
29.
Okay.
And
now,
he admittedly told Shannon that he only fights twice a year anyway.
There you go. So now, ladies and gentlemen, this is your favorite fighter right here, talking that. The last fighter that said that, I held him to it. And it's actually a friend of his who's a mental case. Jared Big Baby Anderson. Where is he? Okay, yeah, he came back for a win, but prior to that, Bacoli happened to him. I mean, I don't know, get it back in blood? Y'all remember that saying? Get it back in blood? You know, no? No? Y'all, okay, I'm sorry. But when Jared said he don't want to fight past, I think it was 20-something. I said, I can't put my stock in this guy being the next big thing in the heavyweight division, the next heavyweight champion, the American. I can't put no stock in him. He's not trying to be around, which is fine. Get your millions and get the hell out of there. I'm cool, but I'm not going to put any real stock in you. And no sooner than I thought it, he's getting knocked all around the damn ring with his crazy ass. Our good brother Charles Martin put him on the back foot. He won the fight, but he's backstage hugging his mother, and I see a dog walking around with a vest on, a Gruff the Crime Dog looking. I said, what's that? They said, that's his comfort animal. What? Comfort animal? Oh, he has mental problems. There goes that. This is Shakur's friend. You ever heard that term, birds of a feather? Now, I'm going to tell y'all something, and you're a Shakur fan, you ain't going to like this. But I'm going to tell you, like how I told Tit Davis fans, I've seen this before. Tank fans, how's it shaping up for your man right now? What do you want to see him do next? Shakur fans, what do you want to see him do next? He said, no El Rayo. Devin's not budging on this 144. He gave him the 44. Now he wanted a rehydration clause. So that's out. So
and
no
wanted Devin to give up his world title.
Wanted Devin to give his world title. Is he giving up his world title? Because he got one. Is Shakur giving it up? Devin is the most accomplished fighter from 35 to 47. Why the fuck do y'all want him to get rid of the things that he legitimately earned? I got it. Why don't Shakur fight Ryan Garcia? My bad. He's about to fight Conor Ben. You remember Conor Ben? When Shakur said he could come in as heavy as he want? Because the weight don't matter?
Hold on. Check this out. Let's dial that back for a moment. He wants Devin to give up his world title so that his girlfriend, Keishane, can pick that title up or at least fight for it, because there's no guarantee that he would pick the title up. But to ask Devin to give up what he's worked hard for because it's insane, and to use his word that he used against Shannon, it's ignorant for him to ask Devin to do something like that, because Devin has put in the work. Devin has gone on foreign soil and got it out the mud, literally, and went back to foreign soil to defend what he got out the mud.
Right.
Then he went against the guy that everyone was calling the Matrix and all of this and everything, and took care of that business. Then he moved up and went in against Regis Prograis, which y'all was hoping that Prograis would knock him out and everything because you were calling him pillow-fisted and this and that. And he put Regis on the canvas.
Yep.
En route to winning Regis's fight. So in other words, Devin is consistently gaining as he makes his moves. Then he moved from there. We know about the Ryan debacle, and that was not his fault because Ryan was the one who didn't play fair. But he moved beyond that situation and took on whom y'all had touted the best 147-pounder since Boots left that division in Brian Norman Jr. Put him on the canvas and won. So he has constantly stepped to the plate of competitiveness, because there's not a single other fighter out there fighting these men outside of what Devin has done. But you want him to give up something that he earned, that he worked hard for, that he didn't catch weight someone for, that he didn't say, hey, I'll fight you under these conditions. All you got to do is sacrifice to meet me at the negotiation table. Not meet me in the ring, but at the negotiation table. There's only one thing to call a professional fighter who is moving like that. Do you know what the word is? fraud.
Let me move these pillow biters out the way. Now, Shannon, you can learn a whole lot by watching our channels. You got caught up in what I call a macho moment. It happens to the best of us. It really does. And for what it's worth, Shannon, I think in a fight, you literally tear this kid apart. You would. But that's not what we was there. There was a way to handle that. And what you could have learned from what I hope you've learned from this situation is a little homework goes a long way when you're dealing with these guys. When you call or interview these guys, even if you're not attacking them, coming from you, it's going to sound like an attack. And what Shakur did with you, he just said, well, how dare he? He don't know enough about boxing to even think that my style's boring. Now, let me ask the chat a question. Have you ever heard me say that Shakur's boring? I never said it. As a matter of fact, after the Zepeda fight, go watch my post-fight thoughts. I said, you got that out your system? You wanted to show that you had dog in you? Good. Don't ever fight that fight again. You heard me say that about Shakur. I said, don't ever do that again. I said, you always fight your fight, because these people, all they're going to do is make memes and clown you. If you went up there and messed up and Zepeda landed something that you didn't recover from, they'd have clowned you. I don't care what these people say. You always fight your fight. That's what I said. The De Los Santos fight. I said, listen, they violated Shakur. They showing people leave. Tim Bradley's falling asleep. What did I say? It was Edwin's job to catch him and cut the ring off and put him in a triangle and try and nail him. Shakur won every round. That's what I said. I'm not going to call them boring. Have there been boring boxing matches? Yeah. But you never heard me call Shakur boring. This kid get on my nerves. This kid's full of shit. He is. But I ain't gonna call him boring. I said ESPN violated him. I said Tim Bradley violated him. And to a degree, Shakur has a point. Respectfully, Unc, you don't know enough about boxing to say that I'm boring. Well, Unc, why can't anyone stop what I do? That's how good I am, Unc. Come on, man. Let me educate you about the sport. You can say I'm boring, but I don't think you know enough about the sport to even make that analysis. It's not coming from a professional mind. It's coming from a casual mind. And there's things that Shannon could have said that could have tripped Shakur up, man. So hold on, before I even address you, let's go to your channel. All right, your man's name is Bill D. He's from Philly. Bill D, is that your picture? Before I address you, Bill D, is that your picture? Delano, my brother, peace. Yeah, Devin is king, Bill D. But before I address you, is that your picture? Bill D, is that your picture? Before I address you, is that your picture? Bill D, you got to answer quick. You got to answer quick. I'm doing something here. Bill D, is that your picture? I just went to your, because I want to see what your avatar was. Is that you? But to answer your question, Devin is king. Oh, that's you with your wife. Bill D, would you like to come up here and have a conversation with me? about your statement right here? Would you like to come up here and have a conversation? Yes or no? Yes or no? We're going to keep it very simple here. Would you like to come up here and have a conversation, Bill D? Because you look like a man of a certain age. Your mustache got some gray in it. So I'm going to talk to you like an adult. All right? You're not no child. Would you like to come up here and have a conversation? Because I want you to defend what you just said. Yes or no? Please don't take all day. I'm doing a show here. Yes or no? You must not know where you're at. Not now. Bill D, you know what? I'm going to save your name because I do want to have a conversation with you. I do want to have a conversation with you. Bill D from Philadelphia, he says Regis was too small and washed at the time. No, Devin washed him. Regis was a champion. He said he was smoked by Ryan. That part I definitely want to talk to you about. And he ran the whole fight against Ramirez and looked scared. Ramirez had broken bones and a bad haircut when Devin got done with him, but whatever. He says besides the knockdown, Devin wasn't impressive at all. But Devin is king. Yes. And what knockdown are you talking about? But you see, when I see a black man with this Ryan stuff, oh, I definitely want to talk to you. You're a man of a certain age from Philly, a fighting city, by the way. So I'm not going to put all of that on you, black man. But I definitely want to give you some attention. So Bill D, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to save your name. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go to your page. I'm going to go to your page. And that's you. You're a grown-ass man. I want to make sure that I remember you, because I definitely want to have a conversation with you. Okay, Bill D? Smooth? Bill D? Jason Bourne in that super chat salute, he said he's not born to the boxing aficionados. He is, however, unsure of his skills against top tier competition, i.e. Haney, aka Debo, aka The Dream. Block Johnny crunch time. That's how we handling this. Bill D, are you still in my chat or did you leave? Okay, Bill D. Will you agree to come on this panel and have a conversation with me about what you just said? Yes or no? Now, Bill D doesn't want the link. He just said that. He don't want the link. But Johnny Crunch Time, wrenches, do your job. To the white meat.
To Johnny Crunch Time. Devin, the last time I checked, is not the one running around with Gorlock the Gooch and finds Gorlock the Gooch attractive enough to be involved in a sexual relationship with him. That he professed his like for Gorlock. So last I checked, Devin wasn't on that type of time.
No. But guys,
so
like
that makes us trash, right?
Yeah. You know.
Or maybe
Those
you're just mad that Ryan didn't have the looks and hots for you, huh?
Yo, all of these dudes are homosexuals. We've proven that. But I'm talking to the black man from Philly, Bill D. Do you agree to come on this panel and have a conversation about what you just said at some point? Bill D says, are we going to evaluate boxing or reaction to a storyline? We're not talking about a storyline. This isn't, I don't do are you new here? I don't do WWE shit. Bill D, I asked you a question. You're a grown man. I'm looking at your picture. You're a man of a certain age. I like to think you're my age, maybe a little older, which is why I'm extending you a lot of courtesy, which is why I didn't tell my rangers to block you, which is why I asked you to come on the panel. You don't have time today, that's fine. But you and I need to have a conversation. And we're going to evaluate boxing. You're obviously new here. You don't know me. Let me give you a point of information. Check my channel and check my body of work. You're not talking to a fool. You're not talking to a fool at all. I'm outside. I talk to these guys. Fuck around. Bill's watching this right now. You know that man's everywhere. All right, Bill. So I'm going to hold you to that. Especially the Ryan Garcia shit you said. Black man, brother, right? Brother, right? Those are your words. Block the spick, Hector. Block the beaner. Block the spick, Hector. Hector victorious. Block the spick.
Finish him.
Fuck out of here. Anybody else? Any other trolls? Want to get my views up, or what do you mean? Anybody else? Now, let me get back to my show. As a matter of fact,
Heck the fuck out of here before we call immigration on your ass.
Exactly, man. Come on, don't you know Trump is in office? That big orange motherfucker. He don't like you. Look, man, have your papers in order when those mass crackers run up on you. As a matter of fact, a lot of those mass crackers ain't crackers. I heard they're Latino. Ain't that about a bitch? I don't want to go there. Let's talk boxing. Proud Boys, right? Hey, why are we still on YouTube? Click the link, go to Rumble right now. It's pasted. It's pasted. If you don't see it, hey, Bill D, go to Rumble. We closing up YouTube right now. There's too many niggas coming through here now, so it's time to go. We're shutting down YouTube. We're going to Rumble right now. Go right now.